What's going on, you bitch made ass niggas, you bitch made ass bitches, you real ass niggas, and you real ass bitches? We back in the motherfucking spot, bitch.
Yes, sir.
Bitch. Episode motherfucking Trey Fives?
Ooh, we going KD, nigga. We going Trey 5 today. KD 35.
Trey Five?
Uh-huh.
Okay then.
AKA. Give me some Dro purple haze and some chocolate. Give me a Dutch and a lighter. I spark shit, nigga. I'm high all the time.
I smoke that good shit. You know that's the one song on that album I don't know by heart? I kind of always skip that song.
You know what's funny about that song? I seen somebody tweet recently like, yo, you know this nigga, that's how you know 50 ain't smoke. Nigga say he had some Dro purple haze and some chocolate. Nigga, like, what you doing with all three, nigga?
Nigga, chocolate to sit your ass the fuck down, nigga. A good chocolate blunt? I ain't have a chocolate blunt.
Nigga took it back.
Yo, word, that's what? I ain't have a chocolate. I only had maybe 3 or 4 chocolate L's. And them shits always put me right to sleep. I start snoring like Gary, nigga. Word.
AKA the most successful rapper 35 and under.
AKA damn, I had a Jay-Z line, but I had one and then other 5 came just now. Damn, fuck.
AKA, I just took a shot, nigga, and I spilled mad tequila on my fucking shorts. The podcast.
Damn.
Oh, man.
AKA, this may be the first AKA question. Is vodka good with eggnog, or should I just do dark liquor?
Nah, you gotta have some rum, my boy.
Definitely.
You need some fucking Bacardi or something.
Is it illegal to do that?
Might be kind of illegal, bro.
Might be kind of illegal.
Vodka, what you think,
party
Trucks?
going up.
Word.
That be going up in there, nigga.
Fucking with that vodka. You can't fuck with the vodka.
I like vodka.
I fuck with vodka with a good Moscow Mule, know what I mean? A little ginger beer with some vodka, a little lemon or lime juice. That shit cool. Vodka just on the mix by itself though. See the ginger, I fuck with it because the ginger overpower all that shit. So you just taste like you drinking a ginger ale that's a little bit spiked.
Yeah.
Vodka with anything else, that shit too strong, bro.
I like vodka and OJ.
OJ is that's a good chaser. Look at us being the alcoholic boys at the beginning of the pod. That fucking orange juice is a good chaser though. I ain't gonna I'll be drinking that shit with tequila sometimes too.
I think vodka is for soulless people.
Yeah. I don't have one.
The vodka. Oh man. But yo, fellas, episode 35, Trey 5, we going KD. We going Brooklyn Nets. Welcome back to the motherfucking show. Just cracking the 80s. You know what I'm saying? It's your neighborhood's favorite niggas. We here, we back. Hey, motherfuckers. It's cracking the motherfucking 80s, man. If it's your first time, welcome to the show. Hey, glad to have y'all here, man. Glad we appreciate y'all, man. Like for real. Fellas, man, we episode 35. This shit feel good, man. Like we rapidly and slowly don't go together. But we are both rapidly and slowly approaching that 1 year mark, man. Can you believe it?
That shit.
I can.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All y'all crack rock lot familiar out there. Y'all been fucking with the boys. Y'all been, hanging out with us every week. You know what I'm saying? Mondays at 8 a.m. You know what I mean? Open up your phone. We gonna be there. Hey. Popping up in your Instagram and your
good morning,
your Instagram
nigga.
Notifications. What's up, niggas? Hey, that's how that shit pop up. You get that notification every Monday morning from Spotify. New Cracking 80s episode just uploaded. I mean, we out there early on the block for the people. You know what I'm saying? It's your favorite neighborhood. It's your neighborhood's favorite niggas, man. That's us. We here. I'm him. I'm 5'2". I'm here with the guys. Marz is here. Drvgz is here. How y'all niggas is doing this week, man?
We good, man.
I'm straight, man. I'm good, man. Besides the bullshit. Life's great. You know what I'm saying? My best Jeezy impression.
Hey, facts, though. Anyway, life's great. Pussy's still good. Big Glow. Shout out to Glow. Big Glow. You know what I'm saying? How my nigga Drvgz sound like he was over there munching on the finest of muffins or some shit. Nigga, what you eating, nigga? That shit sound
Nigga,
good.
and nigga eat busting down a croissant.
Hey, croissant.
A croissant.
Nigga hit it all money from Steph Curry range just now. Definitely was a muffin.
Oh, look at that, nigga. Look how, and I can't even see, nigga. That's just off the top. That's what it sounded like. Nah, I mean, you know, Muffin got that little, you got a little, you know what I'm saying? You got to talk a little, that Muffin
Make
talk,
sure
you know what I'm saying?
So you got to follow that up with some juice or something. That shit dry, you know, unless you got some butter popping.
A little almond milk or some
shit.
That
shit all your teeth right now and all that, nigga.
Got a little strawberry jam, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That nigga over there doing it right.
That's like a good New York breakfast right there.
All right, let's get the crumbs off your face, though, nigga. Oh man, but pause.
Get that muffin out the back of your tooth, nigga.
Right.
Oh man, but shit, man. Like we said, y'all. Like we said, we appreciate y'all for listening. Cracking the motherfucking 80s. We got another great episode for y'all this week, man. A lot of shit in the news that don't matter, but we want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We want to see what y'all, if y'all fucking with some of these, some of our takes. I mean, continue to drop some comments for the algorithm on the YouTube, all that. You know what I'm saying? Whether you listen on Spotify, Apple, you know what I mean, wherever you listen, Google, Amazon, just fuck with the guys, man.
Rumor has it if you smoke some crack, it like all our podcasts will like be installed in your brain. So there's that too.
Yeah, no, that is a new feature we added. You know what I'm saying? If you got crack, you know what I mean, this shit gets embedded right into your brain stem. You know what I mean?
You know, every episode that has happened and every episode that's to come. So you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You ahead of the curve. We call the crack users out. They like our Patreon users. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know
what I'm saying?
It's funny though, nigga. You know what I mean? Because of course I be on the YouTube. You know what I mean? Uploading shit, fucking with it, doing all that good stuff. The YouTube commenters are really they on our ass now. Like them niggas is leaving comments. Like I said last week, they be talking shit. Another nigga, I was just looking at a comment. I think this shit came in this morning, if I'm not mistaken. On I forget what video it was, but one of the most recent clips we uploaded, nigga said, "Yo, this is an L take." Nigga called my take an L. I was like, damn, bro.
You famous now, nigga.
Word, nigga. My shit is an L out here. But shout out to you, bro. I definitely responded back to your bitch ass. I said some slick shit. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, go ahead, keep commenting. And I mean, talk to y'all could talk to each other. Y'all could talk to us. Just have a nice little engaging conversation in them comments. That should help us out. You know what I mean? We could go back to the board and show the good people like, hey, look, they fucking with us over here in Detroit. They fucking with us over here in Tallahassee. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. But my week was pretty interesting, man. I didn't see Black Panther last week. I'm gonna go see it after we finish podding today. Me and the lady. So kind of excited for that. Y'all niggas seen that shit?
I ain't see that shit.
Man, why you say it like that? You got a problem with the Black Panther?
Yeah, I got fooled by going to see the first one. I was like, you know what? I want to be different. This shit is trash.
Well, I'm excited to see that shit, man.
I mean, the only scene I did like from the first Black Panther was probably the where were they in Japan or something like that? That chase sequence was pretty fun.
Oh, when it was the three of them, word.
Yeah, I did like that. I liked
the sequence.
I liked the interrogation scene when Chadwick Boseman found out. He was like, "Is there another Wakandian?" The first time he saw Michael B. Jordan's character.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like how they did Ulysses Claw. I didn't like that Killmonger killed him. I was like, damn. So we're not gonna get the real Claw. Okay, well, another L on my side of town.
I'm excited. Yeah, I wasn't
really a fan of it. Then they made Shuri smarter than fucking T'Challa. I was like, what the? How?
Yeah, Shuri definitely took over that shit.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not. I wasn't really a fan of it. I was going at that time. We was all just. I'm saying we, but I was falling for the Infinity War. So every movie that came out before Infinity War, I was in theaters, nigga. Because I went to go see. I've seen damn near every Marvel movie in theaters. So I think I have reserved the right to just chill the fuck out for a while. I've seen each and every one of them before Infinity, even up to Endgame. No, up to Spider-Man Far From Home. After Far From Home, I was like, I'm done.
I think I seen them all in theaters too. If now that I'm thinking about it,
I'm done. I tapped out.
You know what I mean? But Black Panther, because I haven't seen it yet, but it's doing numbers. You know what I mean? Of course, Marvel, Black Panther is going to sell. It says Black Panther: Wakanda Forever has earned over $400 million at the global box office, making it the most profitable superhero film to release this fall. Black Adam, that came out in October, got only 353 million. It's crazy that they put only before that. Like 353 million ain't shit. But I don't know what they spent to make the film, so it might not be shit if you spend 354 and you made 353. So hey.
And it smoked the whole Black Panther run worldwide.
Yeah.
I mean, I said Black Adam. Sorry,
Black Adam. Definitely.
Yeah, beat this run worldwide. So,
facts, man. But like I said, I didn't get a chance to see that yet. I watched a couple of things over the week. We could get into them, but I definitely did want to bring this to the pod. I thought this shit was funny. So, I'm a type of nigga nowadays. I be on social media. I be on Instagram specifically, and I don't really like where that shit going, man. Every time I open up my phone, I'm seeing. You know what I realize nowadays? I realize it's nothing is sacred anymore. You know what I mean? No job, no profession. It ain't no profession where it still has that status or that feeling where you like, oh, that's a respected position, nigga. And what I mean by that, I'm on Instagram the other day. You know what I mean? Now, I like to follow a lot of like food pages nowadays as I'm getting and wherever I'm at in this phase of life. Follow a lot of food pages. I like to follow a lot of chefs. I mean, I like to eat good. I'm a food nigga at this point. So my nigga Mark sent me a page. And I mean, I click on the profile. It's like chef so and so, and I'm like, I'm about to see some good food. I open up the page, bam, ass. I'm like, yo, this chef, she busting it open, but she's a chef. I'm like, yo, what's nothing is sacred anymore, bro. I'm trying to see a nice little macaroni pie. Boom, ass. And it's not even just a regular ass. It's like that wedgie ass. You know what I mean? That ass it's that suggestive type of ass. That ass they be putting they make themselves get a wedgie just so they can emphasize the know what I mean, the what they got going on, the assets.
Right.
Like, damn, bro, I appreciate it, but it's like, shit, I thought I was looking at food, fam, but god damn, it's like whatever you got people on TikTok that's like nurses, you got cops now, nigga, you got a whole cop TikTok where it's like bad cop baddies and shit, shaking ass. It's like, damn, bro, with the internet, no job, you can't look at no job and think that it has some kind of high status to it because you realize it's just people. We all just people shaking ass and shit. Like, pause. But I'm saying, I thought that was interesting. But I'm like, and I've been trying to clean my timeline. Now you got the little I don't like this button now. You could hit the 3 dots and be like, boom, I don't like this. You could get rid of that shit. You could detox your timeline. Even that shit don't work, nigga. You look for some food and you gonna see ass, bro. Like I said, I don't mind the ass, but not when I'm trying to see some food. Like,
yeah.
Let's keep the ass in the ass section.
I hate calling the women bitches, but the bitches love it. Bitches be I think we gotta say that before we say bitch. Bitches be they be doing too much, man.
Way too much, bro. Like,
way too much. Why you gotta, bitch, just cook. Put some clothes on and cook. Why you gotta be half naked? Why you got your ass out? First off, that's unsanitary. Why you got your ass out around the steak? You crazy?
You over the eggs with fucking apron and ass out the back.
You got your pussy out by the eggs. Now, if I get a little pube on my eggs, I reserve all the right to fuck you up.
I don't like pubes. I don't like my eggs with pubes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on, shorty. Put some clothes on. Put some pants on. You can have your tits out. Okay, tits. All right, I'm fine with that. I like that. But you got your ass and your badge out while you cooking. Come on, son. Can you wait? Just wait. 20 minutes.
At least. But I mean, you gotta think. they doing this shit for a reason, of course. I just don't like where the internet is going. It's like every part of the internet, not every part, but that part of the internet, Instagram, and it's specifically probably an Instagram thing, but I'm pretty sure it goes on TikTok and shit too. But all of this shit is for like the male gaze. And I don't mean gaze as in like gay, like Gay. I mean gaze as in Gaze. Like
Yeah, the
everything
male
they,
eyes. Yeah, wants to go.
like,
Oh shit! That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I
Cook
can't
that
even watch
shit.
my food. I can't even watch some food without a shorty
Yeah,
trying to promote some shit, little ass hair. Like, damn, bro, I don't like where this shit going. Maybe I'm getting old and grumpy, but god damn, bro, like,
I couldn't be the nigga in the background while she's making the video. Bitch, put some clothes on and cook the damn food. Put the phone away.
imagine the nigga that's mad hungry. The nigga hungry, waiting on his meal. She got to bust the camera out with the ring
Yeah,
light.
what are you doing? You see me come okay? What are you doing?
The nigga hungry, bro.
You shaking it? Give me this fucking phone.
Nah, that's funny
Go put
as
some
hell.
sweatpants. Go put some pants on or something. Go put my pants on.
What's the Drake line? We got company coming over. Would it kill you to put some pants on? I said that shit all fucked up, but y'all know the line. Y'all know the one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
You out
man,
here making breakfast trying to gain followers. Bitch,
bro,
you better
literally,
stop. You better
but
stop. Put your ass away. Stop shaking
crazy,
your ass.
crazy man. But I mean, after we got off of last week's pod, that boy, that man, the legend himself, Dave Chappelle, was on Saturday Night Live last week.
Nice.
I'm saying, Dave always pops out. And I don't know if he's promoting anything. I don't believe that he was promoting any like new special or if he had a ring of shows in the city. Who knows? He always popping into comedy clubs and shit. But Chappelle is always gonna pop out during a time where the country is where there's some kind of political or some kind of messaging that's going along the mainstream media. He always comes out and gives his 2 cents and his commentary on it. So he was on Saturday Night Live, know what I mean, getting his shit off. He had his nice monologue at the beginning. Did y'all check out any of the sketches or anything that he did? I didn't get to see most of the sketches. I just seen
I just
his
saw the Game of
monologue.
Thrones one and I was like, I'm interested kind of after that.
Damn, why? But why? Like, what you mean?
I just was. After I seen how he did, I'm like, I don't want to indulge in this anymore. I'd rather just
You
feel like
said
it
you
was
were
like,
uninterested?
yeah, I wasn't interested after that. After I seen it and the jokes wasn't even funny like that on it from the skit. Like the only thing that was funny is when he told Ice-T looked like E.T. when they dressed him up for Halloween. That was the only thing that was funny. But
Yeah.
other than that, it was just
I
like,
mean, in terms of like punchline funny, I thought all of it was funny. I'm not gonna say it wasn't funny, but I'm interested in as to like, was it because you had expectations? Were you expecting like something different? Like,
yeah,
why?
I expected something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want him to indulge with the Saturday Night Live crew and do what they do, and then you know what I'm saying? I don't want to revolve around Dave Chappelle.
Saturday Night
That's
Live is ass though. They have to revolve around him if he gonna
it's
be on
some,
the show.
but that's the thing that makes it make it funny. You understand what I'm saying? Like when Eddie Murphy comes on there, I remember the episode when Eddie Murphy came on there maybe like 2 years ago. He was just doing the skits that they had, and he was fucking hilarious.
I know what you mean. It's like when Eddie came on and like other guests, they're a part of the show as opposed to
Right.
him
The
being on
show
the
being a
show.
part of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I
And like
mean, but
compromising for him. I'm like, come on, son. Come
yeah,
on,
but
son.
I mean, shit. We was talking pre-pod like Dave Chappelle arguably has the best sketch show in history. So for a show like Saturday Night Live to be a sketch improvised show, not improvised, but sketch show
It's a
that's
sketch show.
live every week, like for him to come on, it's like, yeah, nigga, y'all gotta. This is the Chappelle show now,
It has
and
to
I
be
didn't
that.
see it. I
I
mean, it don't have
mean,
to, but it's kind
it
of by
don't have
default.
yeah, and that's Saturday Night Live culture. Like when they bring on certain guests, it kind of turns in depending on the type of guests, they let them turn it into like their own version of Saturday Night Live.
Not all the time.
I think
all
it's
the
this.
time.
This is a
I mean,
different instance because Chappelle is an actual sketch. He has like a sketch
yeah,
show.
Yeah. I get
that's what I'm
I get
saying.
that.
Like, depending on who it is, you know what I'm
And like
saying?
I said, I didn't see the full episode, so I'm gonna go check it out and see if he did any skits that they do on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see him on Family Feud with Keenan,
Keenan.
Steve Harvey. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or
Bro,
if they do What's Up with That, I want to see him up there with What's up? I
he
said
got a
What's
skit.
up?
He got a skit. They did like in a barber shop, and man, I don't know everybody names, man, but the shit was hilarious because like it was a black barber shop,
Yeah.
and it had the one white guy, and I'm assuming he was the Jew, but he was like the new barber in the barber shop.
Yeah.
So
I
like
heard about that one. I
they
heard
was
about
talking
that.
about all the shit that was going on, and they would mention one thing, and the nigga would come out and be like, "Yeah, but it's fucked up about what Kanye said about the Jews."
I
And
heard.
this nigga
Yeah.
Keenan would
I
just
did
look up,
hear.
and
Yeah.
he would
Yeah.
start just cutting his.
I did
Yo,
hear like
bro,
this
yo,
character was
that
supposed to
stuff
be
got
like
me
tone deaf
crying,
or
bro.
some shit. Yeah, nah, I gotta see. I did see that barbershop clip, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. The thumbnail looked funny. Like that alone looked mad funny. So definitely, after we get off of this, I'm gonna definitely go back and check them
Yeah,
shit
definitely.
out.
I'm gonna check it
It's
out.
kind of
Yeah.
fucked up that we introduced it, don't have any takes, but it's like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out after this shit. Like, yeah,
It
we
was cracking the
introduced the
'80s. You know what I'm
topic.
saying?
Yeah, word.
It's cracking the '80s, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do.
That's how
We
we
Y'all,
don't
do.
it's definitely,
sometimes we don't watch it, but we gonna review it. You know what I'm saying?
y'all definitely gonna fuck with those though, man. Them shits is funny, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out. Shout out to Black Star, Most Def, Talib. I mean, they was his musical guest.
Okay, he really turned it into the
And
Chappelle show.
yeah, it was Chappelle show all the way, bro. All the motherfucking way. But the one takeaway I got from this, like I said, I seen the monologue. I thought that was cool. You know how Chappelle gets his shit off. One thing I could say that I thought was interesting about it, this was a great example of having the right messenger, how much that matters. Because a lot of the shit that Kyrie, Kanye, a lot of the shit people try to put on them and why they, whatever, like you think about them nowadays and the backlash that came from them. Chappelle was kind of echoing the same sentiments that they said. He just did it through a different lens of comedy. You know what I mean? So people were more receptive to that shit as opposed to, but you got to think too, though, right? This is kind of where my brain went when I seen that and I had that thought of like, yo, damn. So I guess the messenger does matter. You know, they always say don't kill the messenger, or that's a good message, it's just coming from the wrong person. I was thinking, I'm like, yo, so in this instance, Chappelle, they brought him here, right? He is set up to be here. Like everybody knows what's going on. It's Chappelle. So he's in control 100% of the situation. The Kyrie incident, he was at a post-game interview where they kind of just threw something at him. So he was on his feet trying to give an answer, trying to be politically correct, but also trying to get his opinion off. It didn't go so well for him in that instance, but I'm like, it's kind of set up for it to be that way. You know what I mean? Like when you're going against the media as a athlete, when you're responding to them, they're gonna phrase shit in a way to kind of trip you up. So you're gonna get that sound bite of, oh, now we see what happens, i.e. Kanye, Kyrie. So I thought that was interesting. I'm like, yo, Chappelle was kind of saying the same shit. He just made it easy to digest through comedy. So I thought that shit was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's that. When you got a nigga like Chappelle, though, he articulates himself so well. You got to give him credit for being able to do that too, though. So legend Chappelle still out here doing legendary shit, man. Shout out to the boy.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout out
to
to
the
the
boy.
boy.
Deon Cole, we on comedy, man. Deon Cole, he got a new
shit,
comedy special. He got
my
a new
boy.
comedy special on Netflix called Charlene's Boy. Oh man, that shit is funny as hell, bro. I don't know if y'all niggas fuck with Deon, but goddamn,
All right,
God.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Mama
Oh yeah,
Sharp.
R.I.P. Mama Cole, man.
hmm
Mama Love. But did you check it out? Y'all, any of y'all checked out that special?
I haven't. I think Drvgz did.
Yeah, I definitely did, man.
Deon, bro. Deon
I
is one of
fuck
them
with
ones.
Dion. Yeah, Dion Cole is he's so embedded in the culture, man. He's like, I've been a fan of him for so long without even realizing I was like that much of a fan of his.
Yep.
Man, he's always been hilarious to me, bro. Like effortlessly, like he's just fucking hilarious, bro. And
He's definitely one of them comedians like a Corey Holcomb. He doesn't have
yeah,
the mainstream success, but you can see that he's mainstream enough to where people fuck with him, but he always has his POV.
yep.
I mean,
And
that's
his
kind of
style, like his style of man, he's brilliant, bro. I
yeah.
think he's really underrated. And I think
He does everything perfectly. He has like a nice amount of physical comedy on some like Jim Carrey shit. Not as to extreme as that, but physical comedy being like you use your body to make jokes. Know what I mean, your body is a part of the comedy. He does that well. He does the regular just standing up there telling jokes well. He even got like his niche. You know what I mean? You know, like at this point with comedy coming up, like you know what I'm saying, like you said, he's embedded in the culture just from watching Comic View and all the specials that over time where you see these compilation of comedians. He was always one of them niggas, but his joke, you know what I mean? He pulled his little paper out like, yo, I got some jokes for y'all. I just thought I'd want to go over them with y'all. And so he pulled his little paper, his little notepad out, and then just start reading jokes. Even that in that is brilliant, bro. Cause it's like to this point, to this day, we don't know if he really has jokes on there or if it's just part of the bit. You know what I mean? But that's what makes that shit so it's flawless in how he delivers it now, bro. It's amazing, man. He really is one of them niggas.
yeah,
He really
man.
is one of them ones, man.
He had me dying laughing, bro, until right at the end, when he said his
Yeah.
piece and, the meaning for the title of the special.
Mm-hmm.
Shit is just extremely touching. And, if you don't really know or if you know and it kind of slips your mind, it's just, something like that, the reality of life,
Yeah.
the meaning of life and you know what it means to all of us, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to have that special person that brought you into this world and, you know, man, like that shit is just, it was just hard to hear. But
Yeah. It was inspiring too. I mean, he got the
yeah,
at the
definitely
beginning of
inspiring.
it, he had the footage of him and his mom, she talking about his comedy and shit. It was heartwarming for sure.
Yeah.
Cause this was the first, I don't want to say the first time, but this was an instance where I was watching comedy, but I also felt connected to what he was going through. And also I felt connected to the comedy and if that make any sense. Like he made it relatable through comedy. You know, for the most part, comedy is relatable because they're talking about their life through the lens of comedy. But the way he kind of, I mean, talking about his mom, being a mama's boy and shit, he made it digestible, but he also made it relatable and still funny as fuck. So shout out to Deon, man. Nigga been around like this is the because I didn't want to give because I was watching it. Usually when I be watching shit, I'll take some notes to bring to the pod or whatever. But I don't like doing that with comedy because I'm like, man, I don't really want to like fuck people jokes up. It's like if you watch comedy, you gotta interpret it on your own. I don't really like doing spoilers for jokes, but he had this one joke where he was talking to. I say all of that and I'm about to go give up a nigga joke, but he was just talking about like how the messaging about him when he was coming up, niggas thought he was gay or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
Because of his mannerisms or whatever. And he was like, man, the closest thing I came to being gay is when I fucked a tomboy. That was my nigga.
Yo,
Right.
bro, that
Nigga,
shit.
that shit had me weak, bro. Like,
Yeah.
shout out to Deon, man. Y'all go check out his special on
Please go
Netflix.
check that out, man.
It's called Charlene's Boy, man. Please check that out. Great, great, great special. If you want to laugh, you check it out with your shorty. It's a good watch if you want to watch it on your own. You want to watch it, with your partner, whatever you want to do. That shit is a good watch.
Definitely.
Go ahead and fuck with that shit, man. I guess this is a good point to get into the Scammy nominations. I mean Grammy nominations. You know, them shits came out recently.
Oh.
And of course, you know, with the Grammys, this is the thing about the Grammys, right? Every year they come out, there's always the uproar where like there's a lot of disgruntled artists, or maybe some misinformed artists because they may not really know how it works. Or that's just a part of the entire rollout for the Grammys and rollout for their music. You know what I mean? Like there's artists that know, yo, I'm gonna put out the hardest shit, but it's not gonna be recognized because with the Grammy because I don't have the connections or whatever it takes to be notified on that stage. I mean, to be recognized on that stage. However, I'm gonna put an entire rollout out based off of that. And I don't want to accuse this brother of doing that, but shout out to the good brother Denzel Curry because he had some words to say about these new Grammy nominations, and I'm not gonna. He was pretty right on the money with what he had to say about this shit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he got some tweets. Let me pull up some of his tweets as the nominees came out before we even get into what Denzel had to say. Let's just go through some of, I guess, the main categories, the nominees, and we could just kind of bounce from there. But of course, the 2023 Grammy Award nominations came out over the week. That shit's gonna be in February, of course. Actually, around Grammy time, when you think about it, fellas, we gonna be hitting our 1 year mark around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we started the pod, we was talking about Jasmine Sullivan winning. Shout out to the
that was one of our first. Yeah, shout out to the Crack Rock Familiar that was around when, you know what I'm saying, Crack Rock La Familia. Damn, that shit is really a fucking tongue twister.
That shit tough, right?
Yeah. To try to say it in motion and go, that shit is you gotta slow down.
You definitely gotta hit the brake.
My OG crack people, y'all was here when we covered that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been a fucking year. Holy shit!
About to be a year soon, but I mean, let's go over the main ones here. We got Record of the Year. We got ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down. Adele, Easy on Me. Beyonce, Break My Soul. Brandy Charlie featuring Lucius. You and Me on the Rock. Doja Cat Woman. Harry Styles, As It Was. Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5. I'll get back to that after I get to the list. Lizzo, About Damn Time. Mary J. Blige, Good Morning Gorgeous. And Steve Lacy, Bad Habit. Okay. Good
Record of the year.
list.
This is Record of the Year, right?
Yeah, this is Record of the Year. The Kendrick Heart Part 5, great record. That was more of an online record. You didn't hear that song out, but when I think about it now, I'm like, yo, the Grammys like spectacles, right? They like things that, and I don't even know if that's true, but basically what I'm getting at is that when that song dropped, that was the reemergence of Kendrick, you know what I mean? The video, the face changing and all of that. So I could guess that's why that got nominated. But I'm like, yo, that was a specific YouTube thing. That song, of course, it's streamed and everything, but it was the video that really made it a topic of like a discussion. But
don't you gotta like put your song in for it to be like nominated? Like you gotta like submit your song.
Yeah, so
when I submitted that song.
Exactly.
Okay.
And of course, I'm glad you mentioned that because, like I was saying earlier, it got a lot of disgruntled or misinformed artists, and just for the listeners as well, because I mean, we know a little bit more than the average listener, I guess, about just how some of this shit works. So the Grammys, you definitely have to submit the records that you want, to be nominated or you want to be part of consideration, right? So if you notice, there's with the Instagram and the social media era, you might see artists you follow put out a post, and it's all on the same day because there's a deadline. They'll put out my album, blah, 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 for your consideration. basically that's them submitting the album for Grammy nomination. So of course the board of the Grammy it consists of former winners, other artists. You gotta to be on the Grammy board. You gotta I forget how you have to how you get a part of that shit. You know what's crazy for the Grammy nomination shit? We should probably bring that my nigga Kang back on the pod and see if he could get the niggas that work at the studio he worked at, because they got recently nominated for some Grammys this year. But I'm on a tangent. But anyway, that's how the Grammys work. Let's go. Next, we got Album of the Year. We got Adele, ABBA, Bad Bunny, Beyonce, Brandy Charlie. I mean,
Wait,
Brandy
wait.
Carlisle.
Before you get into this, right? I wanted to say the Grammys now, well, music now in general. As long as the shit is out, I feel like the Grammys don't give a fuck how well, you know what I'm saying, where it come from, or how it was released, or who was playing it, because it's just like it was out, it made headlines, it was a moment in rap for a week, so I guess that's why they nominated the Hot Pop Out.
Yeah, and I said all of that to say that basically. I think that was what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, so let me just finish out some of these before we get into what my boy Denzel had to say. Album of the Year, ABBA, Adele, Bad Bunny, Beyonce, Brandy Carlisle. I said Brandy Charlie earlier, but either way, I don't know. I don't know who the fuck you are, and I probably won't know after this pod and after the Grammys, but that's okay. Coldplay, Harry Styles, Kendrick Lamar, Lizzo, and Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige got a lot of nominations. Shout out to her. I'm happy for her.
Sure, shout out to Mary.
Yeah, for real. That's fire.
Song of the Year, Adele, Easy on Me, Beyonce, Break My Soul, Bonnie, I don't know the last name, Bonnie, Just Like That, DJ Khaled, God Did. It's interesting. Gail, yo, bro, these songs look like typos. I ain't even gonna front. Like, I never heard of Gail, and the song is called ABCDEFU. It's kind of a fire title, but
I heard that song.
I might say that title kind of fire.
Song is fire. Song is fire.
ABCDEFU.
Song is fire. Song is definitely fire.
I would say it's Song of the Year nominee. Not gonna lie. Harry Styles, As It Was. Kendrick Lamar, again, Heart Part 5, Song of the Year. Lizzo, About Damn Time. Steve Lacy, Bad Habit. And Taylor Swift, All Too Well. All Too Well, it says the 10-minute version. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, go ahead. So you're going to say Drvgz.
How many times they going? How many categories they do the Hot Part 5 in?
A lot, bro. Record of the Year, Song of the Year. Because I'm not going to go through all of these shits. I just wanted to get to Best New Artist. Lotto was on there. Money Long is on there. Tobe and Ngwige is on there. Shout out to fucking Tobe. I really just wanted to get to that. Shout out to Tobe. I don't really give a fuck about any of these nominations, none of this shit. I'm only happy for the niggas that is happy to have the nomination. Like when my nigga Kang, we had Kang on the pod, he got nominated because of the shit he worked on. I was happy for that. I don't give a fuck about the Grammys, but if my nigga happy for that shit, I'm gonna be happy for that. Tobe and Ngwige, I know he's happy. He's fully independent. That nigga is independent all the way. Houston motherfucking artist. The studio that he records out of, shout out to them. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to fucking Jason. Try to get one of them niggas on here probably either for the year or when the Grammys after it, like whether they win or not. I was just getting to there's always snubs every Grammy nominate. When the Grammy nomination comes out, there's always snubs. You know what I mean? Denzel Curry, artist out of Florida. If you're not familiar with the brother, you should go check him out. He is also a part of that 2016 freshman list that we talked about last week. 21 called all of them out. We took it upon ourselves to, well, I did. I thought Kodak was the best adversary for 21 Savage in the verses. But Denzel Curry got overlooked in that entire thing because he's not as mainstream as any of the rest of those guys. He's not as mainstream as Yachty. He don't got the connects. He don't got the Drake feature or the Drake collab. So he goes under the radar. And if you know about Denzel Curry, where he came from, know what I mean, like how he came up and where he is now, you would understand, like, yo, nah, this nigga is kind of one of them niggas. So anyway, he took it to his Twitter, of course, to call out the Grammy board for their misses, like they do every year. Shout out to Glorilla as well. Glorilla got nominated for award as well. I don't remember which one at this moment. I know F got awarded, but his first tweet after these nominations came out, he goes, Glorilla deserves it. First tweet he made. Then he goes, but for the rap album category, I can literally name you 10 other albums that were actually good. Congrats to Kid Out and Push, but all that other shit, come on, bro. Come on, bro. So that brings us to, do y'all niggas think the Grammys actually wants to put the best music out there, or is it more of a behind the scenes, you got to be a part of this crew to get these nominations?
I low-key feel like they just do shit for shock value. Hey, let's put this person on this list. Let's put these people up there. So that way when we give it to them, you know, we make headlines for a week or two, and then that's it. Because in all reality, right, let's say they did nominate the good albums, right? And those people who have those good albums win. It's going to be well-deserved, and it's not going to be talked about because they deserved it. But if somebody who did, it's going to be talked about more if somebody wins and they did deserve it. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So the Grammys looking for clout, basically.
Oh, hell the fuck yeah, they are. Why would you not? Why would you not? Look for Clout. Fuck that Denzel. Put that Jack Harlow up there, nigga. Yeah. Goddamn right we are. I mean, he gonna win too.
What you think, Drvgz?
Um,
Because I mean, like, so Denzel, he goes, this shit is about money at the end of the day. So if that's what it comes down to, I'm gonna get my bread up.
well, yeah, I agree with him.
He also says my album literally tied with one of the albums that was nominated for a Grammy, and I still got robbed. He's talking about album sales. Don't know which one. I don't have the facts at this moment, but whenever his album came out, his album is called Melt My Eyes, by the way. Pretty good album. I heard some of the songs. I ain't heard everything, but
Yeah, I like that
pretty
album.
good. Like, Denzel is one of them niggas. Like, he's gonna have a good project no matter what. But he goes, all my homies that came out with top notch solid. Let me start over. Fuck, I can't even read. All my homies that came out with top notch solid albums this year got robbed. He went on to name a couple, but then he said they don't care about the culture. They only care about building the major labels. So he mentioned 2000, Joey Badass's album. Melt My Eyes, his album. Vince Staples, his album. Ramona Park Broke My Heart. He mentions the Freddie Gibbs album, Sold Separately. He mentions a couple of others. He said Smino should have been nominated, JID should have been nominated, and he goes on, which I agree, a lot of those people should have been nominated.
Yeah, but which Smino song you talking about should have been nominated? Or which project? Because Smino just dropped.
Smino definitely did just drop.
And who else?
He said Smino, Joey Badass. Joey Badass should have been.
Okay, Joey Badass. I agree with Joey Badass. Who else?
I agree with this next one too, JID.
Okay, JID.
Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs was nominated, I believe, the last Grammys.
Yeah, he was.
The last two, I believe.
Like, what niggas think this is?
Alfredo was definitely. And then he got a couple other people on here I'm not too familiar. But he says Earl Sweatshirt should be nominated. I fuck with Earl.
I mean, yeah. Well,
this is the fucked up thing about Grammys, bro. It's like...
Oh, for 2010? What the fuck? For 2010?
Come on, dog. Don't do that, bro.
No, I'm not talking about the year.
Earl put out a good project this year, man.
Oh, that was sick. Oh, it was sick. Oh, that was 2022? Damn, what the fuck? That was earlier this year, right? That's why I felt so fucking far away. I listened. The only song I really listened to on that album is fucking 2010 and Tabaloo wrote Rasa, so it just threw me off. But nah, that album wasn't Grammy ready.
I don't think it was either. I'm basically what Denzel is getting at. What I think and what I kind of get. There should be maybe another category for artists that, because this is what he said. His overall thing was niggas work their ass off and y'all give an award to half-ass shit. And I can, that right there I identify with. Y'all niggas know, us speaking specifically from this pod, y'all know we some rap niggas. We artists in our own right, in every aspect of the word. Music, creativity, artists in general. When you work hard on some shit, you want to be rewarded at least with the nod of like, yo, you might not win, but I see you, nigga. I see you doing that shit over there. I think the frustration that we get from these Grammys every year, these nominations come out and they don't get it right, or they might get some right, not everything. It's so much more music and art out here that we need something to make these people get recognized. Even if you don't win, just allow them to get on the radars of the average consumer that may not ever hear about this project unless it's because of this platform. I think that's what the problem is with the Grammys that a lot of artists have. Y'all are the end all be all of what music success is, and y'all leave out a lot of people that try very hard. And because they don't have the politics behind what it takes to get Grammy nominations, they don't ever get that acclaim. So I think that's the issue overall.
You think they should make a thing called the nominees for almost Grammy nominated nominees?
Nah, that's funny as fuck. But nah, because that sounds so fucked up. I think they should just have one or a few categories that are like fan votes. But then then, like, you got
they keep trying, nigga, award.
Hey, nigga, keep on going, bro. Award.
We see you, award. We see you.
And the Grammy for keep on going, my nigga, you tried award goes to. But I feel them though, cause it's like every year, bro, niggas be working hard, bro. Like we do music. We music niggas, know what I mean, at the end of the day. Surprise, motherfuckers. Y'all niggas ain't know we did music too. Hey, welcome. We them niggas too. But we know what it takes to get music done and engineering a beat, making the beat, sitting in the studio. Like, it's hard work, bro. So I understand why niggas get mad when you do all this hard work and you present the people with a great project and your shit just go overlooked.
I don't really listen to Denzel Curry. I'm sorry to cut you. I don't listen to Denzel Curry like that. But does he, like, in his lyrics, does he talk about saying fuck the industry and fuck the labels and all? Does he do that?
Denzel he does, but he's a true artist, bro. He just focuses on.
I get that, but that's kind of probably why. Somebody heard it was like, did he just say fuck us? Oh, nah.
He makes, but to be honest, it's not too far from the messages Kendrick put out or like the messages Cole put out.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They do put out that message, but they don't.
He don't blatantly say these things. He probably has a past when he was younger and he first started, when he was wilding, you know, with Raider Clan and them. But now he's more, like what Ye was saying, he's more art, bro. He nigga is extremely creative. And he doesn't rap like basic rap. Like he's not like a, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta listen to him.
No, I get that. No, I do. I understand that. But, you know, this industry, they hold shit over people's heads, bro. So that's why I said, like, is he one of them artists that used to do that shit and, you know what I'm saying, come at motherfuckers? And
I'm not saying you wrong, because it, you know, it could be a song back. That's what I'm saying. Maybe when he was younger. But even his music now, he's not blatantly saying these things. But he's saying them things the same way Pac was saying these things. The same, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all.
Pac ain't got a Grammy.
Yeah,
I think this is another example of what I mentioned earlier with Chappelle is the messenger and the message. Like,
right,
his music should be up there, but he's not the best. The industry don't fuck with him, basically. Like, that's just what it comes down to.
Yeah.
The industry don't fuck with him, but he's just as good as anybody that's on those lists and that could be on the list.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's wrong because I agree with him, and I think like you said, he should be or feel some type of way. Like art is like it takes a lot, and it comes from the heart, depending on who you are and what you're doing it for. So, but I mean, it's the Grammys though, man, and I feel like it's like he's measuring his talent based upon what they think or what they feel.
Yeah,
Right.
and I
Bro,
always
you
I always hate that when it comes to
I do
that.
too. I do too.
yeah, bro, and
But
I'm
I
not
get it.
speaking
I get
for
it
him.
though. I definitely get it.
Yeah, I'm not speaking for him, and I don't want to take away from anything he's saying. Like I said, I agree with him, but it's just that though. Like it's like, bro, so what were you really doing it for anyway? Like, what,
Right.
what
Right.
was the purpose from jump? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you wanted the world to hear you. We heard you. We hear you. We fuck with your shit. What else?
That's all that shit
You
matters.
want
That's
the,
all that shit matters. Fuck what these people in these suits think.
yeah,
What
yeah.
does the
I thought that
fans
was the
think?
trophy.
That's the
Like, you know
trophy.
what I'm saying?
I don't,
Yeah. Like,
bro. Drugs. We get nominated for we don't get nominated for a fucking Grammy one day, and I'm not gonna give a fuck. It's just like what do my fans think? I will have a fucking fan appreciation day or some shit after that. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit to just do for the fans. Like, thank you for still supporting me and keeping me, you know what I'm saying, level headed and making sure I give y'all niggas good music and uplifting me. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be like the goal, honestly. I don't understand why artists feel the need to be. I get it. It sounds good. Grammy nominated Denzel Curry, Grammy nominated blank,
yeah,
but it
right.
sounds good. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, but I think that whole rhetoric, that Grammy shit, was pushed to us from the niggas that was before us that was
Smoking
misinformed
shit.
in themselves. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying? They
the
they
artists
didn't even know.
they didn't know, but they was smoking shit. Hove and Ye was smoking shit.
Right.
They was
They was
getting those Grammys. They was getting
right.
those Grammys. They was.
So I think if you pay attention and you look at the long list of niggas who ever been nominated or won, I think we can all agree that there's a certain type of fucking music at least, or there's a certain thing that you need to speak on. There's certain niggas that you need to work with, and then there's that machine.
Right.
If you don't have all of these things in account, you're probably not gonna be at the table with that specific group of niggas. But that don't mean that you not as irrelevant, you're not as nice. That doesn't bring validity to your art, my nigga. Like that's like the NBA, that's like the NFL. Like you got niggas who fuck up their leg, and you know what I'm saying? There's NFL teams that don't want you. It's like 16 or how many? What, 18, 20? How many niggas on a football team? And you still get cut. That don't mean you not nice. That just
Just
mean
wasn't your time.
that, yeah, it wasn't your time, and whatever billionaire that owns that team or that franchise or whatever the corporation, they don't really think you are what they thought you were gonna be.
Hmm.
That means nothing. You can go to the XFL,
I
be
wouldn't even
just as
say.
successful.
I wouldn't
You
even
can
say.
still play the sport and be great as you ever were, but you're not gonna be at the table with that specific group of niggas with them suits on. That's all, bro. That don't mean nothing, bro.
I wouldn't
That's
even
why they
necessarily
got
say it
BET
wasn't.
Awards, MTV Awards, all these other platforms and all these other shows that give trophies for shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you really looking for, hey,
You know what I think it is specifically with the Grammys. I think with these artists, they in the back of their mind, they may not want or need a Grammy in terms of like, yo, that's their goal. I think sometimes, like a nigga like Denzel, let's keep it on Denzel, right? I think he may like we know where he came from. He was like he came from an underground scene, blew up, actually got some notoriety, got the mainstream success, but definitely not on the level as a nigga like Kodak or 21 that was in his same freshman class. I think when you work as hard, I think he's the perfect example of like what we would be if we were in this position. Like we came up, we were doing music. I mean, we were true to this shit. Like we were doing it because we love music. We didn't care about all of that other publicity, all that shit. But then you get to the point where now you know with getting that Grammy or the nomination comes another level of success in terms of how you're viewed now. Not even saying it makes you better or worse. With that Grammy nomination on your belt, you can now step into different rooms because of that shit or get different opportunities. I think the frustration comes in when you work just as hard as the motherfuckers that are nominated, but you see that they have other things working in their favor to get them that nomination, as opposed to your hard work. That shit can be frustrating, fam. It's like, yo,
It's
and
very
then when you
frustrating.
put a project out, like the project, I mean, you working with whoever you're working with, executives that you fuck with, they cool. They might be labeled whatever, but they on your side to make your shit work. And then you do it that way, and then you realize, like, yo, damn, this is my attempt to get to that level, so I can get to that next bag. I can get to those next other rooms. And then you think, and you do all of that shit, and you realize the fight is still rigged. You can be fucking frustrated after that, for sure.
It's frustrating. Frustrating. I believe it is for sure. But I believe
It's your mindset,
if
man.
you working, yeah, if you working in that lane, if you working towards that specific goal, you got to understand what comes with that.
Yeah, exactly.
I understood that before I even got into that. You know what I'm saying? So that is what kind of like turned me away from a lot of stuff. So I feel like I said, like if you're a student of the game, bro, and you know what I'm saying, and you studied and all that, you would probably catch on to a lot of the signs.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I mean, hey, listen, man, I say all that to say this. Nobody wanted to sign Dwight Howard this year. They thought he wasn't as good. He hurt his back a while ago. He's getting older, he's past his prime. The big man era in the league seems to be dying, but it's not. So weird. Uh a lot of teams feel like he's not of use. He feels like he is. That man went to Taiwan. That man dropped like 50 points with like 30 rebounds, with like 10 blocks, with man shooting threes,
Shout out to my
man
nigga
euro
Dwight Howard,
stepping.
man.
You know what
Having
I'm
life, he
saying?
living life, having fun. He
And
looks
the
happy.
whole crowd going crazy whenever he do something. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to when he shoot a three, everybody looking at him stupid, or the coach looking at him crazy, or the coach trying to take him out, or trying to make him stay in the pain, or you know what I'm saying? It's just you know, bro.
Shout out to
Well,
Dwight. He had 38 points, 25 rebounds in his debut.
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, man. Where they don't want us, bro, we gonna go elsewhere. We gonna get our shine on.
Yo, the
That's
Nas album, man. And not to cut you off, but that's Nas, this new album. I'm still on this shit. But he talk about shit like that where it's like, yo, so what basically what I heard from that is like, and with these Grammys, that there's a standard and then there's still just doing the job. But with these standards, they set it up with these contracts and how they run it, the system is not set up for you to be successful. It's set up for you to be successful, but it's not set up for you to win. And like just being a person, having a nice life, being happy and shit. Like, so a nigga like Dwight, the NBA, it wasn't set up for what his style of play right now. He could have took that and been down on himself, been woe is me, not think he's as talented as he is, and not make an NBA team. But instead, he took it upon himself to harness that and be like, yo, you know what? I'm still dope, bro. Let me just go play over here. I'm not gonna get the notoriety, but that's okay. I'm gonna still get paid, and people gonna love me. I might have a better time. That's exactly why Stephon Marbury went to China and never came back, bro. Is this all about the systems? And like in America, this system's set up, but there's fucking ways to block you out of that system. And it can be easy to think that it's because of your talent and your ability. But then you realize, and then when you get a little bit more knowledge and information, you understand that, oh, it's not that they're against me. It's just the setup is not for me to be involved like that. I don't know. I just think it's all about your mindset, man. If you want to be in the NBA and you're Dwight Howard, you'll be down on yourself. But if you just like playing basketball, nigga, you winning.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the Grammys 2023, them shits is coming up. I want to say soon. It's February, but February is soon, son. So
Definitely fucking is soon.
Man, I didn't know niggas was still tripping about the Gram. I didn't know that was
I
still
thought last year, yeah, so I'm saying I thought last year niggas like fuck the Grammys. We don't need the Grammys. The Grammys to suck my dick and eat my ass. I didn't know that niggas still gave a fuck. So it was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
I just give a fuck, bro. Niggas don't give a fuck. They just care about they bag. And when you realize that's how you get to a bag and you being X'd out, you give a fuck at that point.
Right. Music is trash for me right now anyway, so I don't really care. Once Cardi B beat Asher World for the Grammys, I literally threw in the white flag. Oh, this shit's some bullshit.
Nigga, come on, man. Like I said, yeah, it's well, like two said, it's all a standard, and like I said, it's not
politics.
That does not validate or make anything better. That doesn't make anybody superior. That doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not.
Don't.
As an individual, it don't. But unfortunately, as a society and a culture, you got dumb motherfuckers out here, bro. Niggas see a grant. Like, imagine this. We both put out a song. You never rapped ever. You got a song handed to you. You get a Grammy nomination. And then the other nigga rapped forever. He's the best nigga ever. He's the Michael Jordan of rap, but never got the Grammy nom. Somebody just watching that headline that doesn't know anything about either, they're gonna think the nigga that got the song handed to him and got the Grammy nom is the best. And that's just how society works. That's why it's fucked up. Cause it's like, as the individual, you shouldn't care, and you can. Like, you can get to the point and not give a fuck. But the overall messaging about you is gonna be that you never got the Grammy to the average person.
I just think the fight is just played out. Like the argument is played out. Like, yeah, all you guys work hard. Like, we not saying, you're not good enough or nothing like that, bro. That's not even us saying that.
Right.
We don't control that with that board. We what? You know what I'm saying? So that's not even what? Like who are you speaking to at this point? Like, who are you? You know what I mean? And then when these guys, bro, why not champion the guys that, like you said, Tobe, he's fully independent. He's black. He did it from the ground up with his family.
He's about family, word.
That family is his team.
Literally.
He's the only one doing this like this, bro.
Quietly, too.
Why not champion him? He's up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, them other guys should have been there. Like, yeah, we know that, bro, but they not. You got guys like Tobe that's there, though.
Crazy. A lot of people don't even know of Tobe. I learned that as he got this nomination, and I was hyped for him. I seen, like, the people out here. I seen a whole other side of the internet that was like, yo, I don't know none of these niggas outside of yada, yada, yada. And it's like, damn. But,
bro, not to cut you off, bro. Like you said, it does open up a lot of doors and shit like that or whatever. But like I said, that's only if you move in a certain type of way as an artist and you want to be in a certain way. You want to be like a fucking puppet on strings. Like, you want to be that. Why do you want to be that?
It's so tough. Because, I mean, I look at a nigga like Denzel keeping it on him. I can't say that's what he wants to be. Because, I mean, you got to think he came in the game. He was a young nigga. Probably just trying to rap, get out the hood.
He doesn't want to be that. I don't think he want to be that at all, bro. That's not what his messaging and his music is saying. But then again, you never really know. Like, I don't know him personally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of his music. I've been bumping him since Reddit.
I think the outcry it proves that he wants it. And I don't think he wants it as like, we gonna get off this topic soon, but I don't think he wants it as in like, yo, this is what I do music for. I just think he would feel like if he did get the notoriety, he would be like, "Oh, this is cool," but it's not like he was looking for it. But I mean, shout out to everybody nominated. Tobe and Ngwige, we rooting for you, my brother. Hope that nigga wins.
Yeah, man.
Hope the bro wins.
Anybody who's fully independent, bro, because them award shows, bro, like I said, yeah, it opens up doors, bro, but that shit really championing the machine. It's really championing the people that put all of that shit into you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really for them. It's not really
For real.
It's not really for you, bro. Unless you fully hands on and you Tobe.
Tobe, man, I fuck with Tobe just because that was one nigga that I seen around. Like I would go to the same studio as that nigga. So to see him come up is like a different situation. But just as much as I'm related to that, I try to apply that same mentality to like, yo, imagine Denzel got a story that's similar about some shit, and that's why he want the Grammy. That's why I don't really be faulting people for whatever they think, because you never know what's behind why they feel that way.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like a nigga like Tobe, but like I said, I seen him and Fat. Like I would see them at the studio before he was even noticed. Like, and look how it come around though. Remember that beat battle I had, the Remy Martin shit? Tobe was at that shit. I was looking at footage of it the other day. That nigga in the crowd. I didn't even know who the fuck he was, bro. Like, nigga was there. It's
That's what I'm
just like,
saying.
wow.
You can't say anybody's wrong for feeling how they feel. Like he's fully in the right. Like you know,
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that at all. Like I agree with him. Like I said, but hey, man, like I just don't get like wanting to sit at a table with certain people.
I mean,
That's
hey, nigga, this is exactly why we doing what we doing, nigga. Cracking the 80s. We got a lot of shits planned for y'all. Like, we not gonna even tell y'all. We just gonna surprise y'all listeners. You know what I mean? Y'all crack fan. We just know we working for y'all. Know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about the niggas in the suits. Word. They could nominate us for the Grammy. Have the Grammy night. We won't show up, nigga.
Or some Drake and Weekend shit. We see
Yeah, we
them
won't
niggas.
show up, nigga. They make a video.
Fuck that.
They make a pod saying "fuck y'all niggas," nigga.
Word.
Word.
Episode
That
120.
should have gave
Fuck
it the
the
math, nigga.
Grammys.
That should have gave
hey
it the math, nigga. Word.
hey
Fuck y'all
hold
niggas.
hey hold on now. If you guys want to throw a little trophy, the
Oh
trophy.
yeah, hey.
You know, of course, if
It was a joke.
if you're willing to nominate the pod, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
We know in the next 5-10 years there's gonna be a podcast Grammy. We aren't trying to take ourselves out of the candidacy.
Biden, Kamala, we love you over here. You know, work your magic for us.
Kamala and Biden, what the fuck got to do with it? What the fuck?
What you mean? What you got to do with it, nigga? We are sponsored by the government.
Yeah, you're right. My
God,
bad.
That's what pays our bills, nigga.
I forgot that word. You're right. That's my bad.
I didn't sit in that back seat with Secret Service listening to Meg Thee Stallion for 3 hours for no fucking reason, bro. All right.
Nah, I forgot. You know what I mean? We don't want to diminish your struggle, bro. You know what I'm saying? We forgot.
God damn.
But this is a great time. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the pod. You know what I mean? He's been sitting here. You know what I mean? He's here on the show all the time. He's been sitting here waiting for this segment. Marzstradamus.
Yes.
We have a caller here on the line waiting to get an answer. We screen all of these calls. I don't know if y'all realize we told y'all we got this segment here. Y'all could call in, y'all could leave y'all questions. This is our resident prophet, man. He predicts the future. If you have any question, if you don't know if your love life is gonna be all right, if you don't know if you can get that job, just call in. Call in. The good brother, Marzstradamus. He will answer the question for you. So we got a caller here. We got a caller here on line one. Caller, are you there? Oh, yes. I'm here. I was wondering. You know, I fuck with the pod, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with y'all, I fuck with Marzstradamus, fuck with you, bro.
Thank you.
Man, my baby mama been tripping recently, bro, man. She be going out and shit. Like, she don't be letting a nigga know where she at. I kind of feel like she's still fucking with that nigga Ray Ray, man. That bitch ass nigga. You know, if I catch that nigga, it's on, man. Like it's on sight. Like that nigga know. That nigga know I keep it on me. That nigga know. But that's neither here nor there. Marzstradamus, I want to know. Should I keep fucking with this bitch? You know what I mean? She. That's the mother of my child. You know, like we doing the co-parenting thing. It's working out, but it ain't working out as much as I thought it would. Know what I mean? She might still be fucking with that bitch ass nigga Ray Ray. Marzstradamus, I just want to know. What should I do? Should I continue to make this thing right for the kid, or should I say fuck that bitch and go pop it on that nigga Ray Ray up the knocks on his ass? What do you think, Marzstradamus?
Hey, there's no bitch in the world will fight another brother. I tell you that, okay? That's one. Two, I think you should leave her alone. Take some time, get your own place, get your own space. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, for a little while, just stay to yourself. Because when you pop up with a bitch, they automatically start thinking you was fucking with the bitch the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? So let time happen. Let 6 months. You can still fuck these hoes. Always fuck these hoes.
Oh, you know, you already know, my nigga.
You always fuck these hoes. Always fuck these
That ain't
hoes.
gonna
Can I get an amen?
stop.
Can I get an amen?
My brother.
Always fuck these hoes. But you just want to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it known yet. Time passes. Then you pop up with a fiance. That's when you bust her fucking head. Okay? Because she has no, you know what I'm saying? Fiance ain't get her pregnant while you at it. Don't pull out. Play some Kid Cudi and Ty Dolla $ign.
I feel that, my brother. I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? And just leave her alone. If you think she fucking that nigga, hey, she fucking that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I'm sorry, brother, but it's way more fish in the sea, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Way more fish.
Hey, yo, Marzstradamus, I appreciate you for that, my nigga. I'm about to go take care of that right now, my brother.
Yeah. Just get your own space. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just give her money. That's all you can do. Just give her money. Just shut the fuck up. She ain't got shit to say. Just start giving her money.
Soon as she get them steaks off the grill, nigga, I'm out, nigga. I ain't fucking with this bitch no more.
Yeah, word. Leave her alone. She ain't no good.
And we appreciate you. We didn't even get that brother's name, man. We should have got his name.
His name was Dennis. I know.
Oh, shout out to D. Shout out to Dennis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
I mean, we appreciate all y'all callers, and I'm saying, like I said, if y'all got any questions or y'all need some answers about some shit, you got some problems at home, call in. We got Marzstradamus here. He's here to help y'all out, man.
Oh shit, he said his name. You just knew it. That's insane.
See? Like I didn't even know the nigga name. He crazy, man.
Marzstradamus.
Nigga stupid, man. See what else we got. Did we talk about White Lotus yet?
Nah, we didn't. We indulge into that. White people, niggas is wildin'.
The White Lotus. We talked about this before, Marz. You put us on, man. But you said you haven't seen any of season 2 yet, huh?
I haven't. I've been God of Warring. Sorry, I've been killing the Aesir gods with Kratos. I've been having a wild time. So sorry I haven't indulged. Between work and God of War, I've been stacked.
Yeah. What about you, Drvgz? You've been checking out White Lotus?
I have. I've been checking it out like BBW fat ass.
Ooh. He been checking it like that bitch that was cooking on the gram half naked.
Right.
Great season. We're not gonna spoil it. Season 2, I think they're like 4 episodes in now. About 4. Great show. Just the overall synopsis, maybe we can give without spoilers, because I think I want to kind of discuss White Lotus on the show.
We can discuss it. I'm gonna catch up on it this weekend.
Yeah, once you catch up,
I can give a review. Yeah,
go ahead. What you think?
White people on an island, niggas is wildin'.
Hey, perfect. That's the perfect review right there.
That's it, right there.
Hey, I don't know if you guys took a write out. There was some change in the producer or whatever it was for season 2, but I'm glad you guys made a switch with the cast, because the first cast was.
It's based off a book, and the book
decent.
has different like stories. Every book, every chapter, or some shit like that. My mother was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like that on purpose because it's a whole different. Yeah. So season 3 White Lotus is gonna be a whole different cast, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's similar to, but not in the same way. I don't know if y'all niggas ever fuck with American Horror Story, but they do this is what I kind of related it to. So American Horror Story uses the same cast for the most part in reoccurring seasons, but the storyline is way different. Like first season of American Horror Story, they're focused on, it's called Murder House. It's an actual house in Louisiana, I believe, where some shit went down. So they actually focused on that with the cast. Shout out to Evan Peters, the nigga that plays Dahmer in the new, trendy Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix special. He's in American Horror Story. That's what I know him from. But then you got the second season is about some witches. Then the third season is about like a hotel, I believe. Shout out to Lady Gaga. I love Lady Gaga. I don't know how much I ever brought that to the pod, but Lady Gaga is my female version of Kid Cudi, as much as I love her. And her
Really?
she stands for, yeah, nah, for real. Like, hell yeah. I don't know if y'all niggas ever seen her Monsters Ball HBO special. It's her concert, but they got it on HBO. Oh my God, bro. Like, cinema. Great
Okay.
performer. Like, I'm a Lady Gaga stan, nigga. And she from the city, too. It's crazy. Like, all the niggas that I fuck with and all the niggas that's popping, they just happen to be from New York, man. It's like, it ain't an accident. Like, Cudi, not from there, but goddamn, that's what got him popping, and that's what he rep. He rep New York more than Cleveland. I ain't heard him say Cleveland in years. Talk about East New York, though.
The nigga ain't been a Cleveland fan since the Drew Carey show. The fans know what I'm talking about. Cleveland rocks.
Well, White Lotus, check it out if y'all haven't checked it out, man. Like Marz said, white people wildin'.
White people on no island. Niggas is wildin'.
Niggas is
I think
wildin'.
as the seasons go on, if there's how many more seasons, whatever, I think like it'll be like bigger stars. Like we'll fuck around and see fucking Paul Rudd on a season.
Oh, LeBron James.
Word.
LeBron James.
LeBron
James. Nah, word. Great show, man.
Yeah.
This is probably a nice. Well, maybe you may know more about this than me, Marz, but James Wan. Shout out to the boy. James Wan is merging his production company with Blumhouse to create a horror movie empire. James Wan and Jason Blum are in the process of merging their production companies. The New York Times outlined the merger, saying that Wan and Blum plan to build a horror film factory if the merger is completed correctly. What do you think? I'm pretty sure I only know about James Wan because of you, my brother. Like I ain't gonna front. Before this pod, I wasn't really even into or aware of like production houses, directors, all of that type of shit. But now I realize I knew it made sense and I knew it was important before, but I just wasn't in that world, so I didn't care. Now, when I see certain names attached to projects, it has a certain expectation, like everything else. What do you think about this
I'm
specifically?
interested in seeing what's next. That was, the fact that he's building another studio with a new studio with Blumhouse is kind of got me worried about Aquaman 3. If there's going to be Aquaman 3, is he going to do it? I don't know. So I'm interested. James Wan missing when it comes to horror shit. Like I said, he's responsible for The Conjuring. You know what I'm saying? He executive produced all the spin-offs of The Conjuring, the Annabelles. You know what I'm saying? So
he's a part of like his eye. I like his eye. So like
he's really good with what he does. So I guess I'm interested. I got some news. I don't know if you niggas knew this, but I don't know what crack David Zaslav took, but James Gunn is now the head of DC fucking Studios. Don't know how that happened. Don't know why it happened. I think he's gonna bring Zach back. I have full faith in that. But still, he's not the person that you pick to lead a fucking billion-dollar franchise. And also, at the same time, him being the head of DC Studios, he still is promoting Guardians 3, which comes out next year. So, for the competition, he's still making, he still has a contract with the competition while owning DC, while being the head of DC Films. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I'm pretty sure Zach said no to the job, being that him at Netflix and all this other shit he got going on, and on how he was treated when he was on. I wouldn't take the job. I don't give a fuck who's out the building. I wouldn't want to work back unless I'm doing films. I wouldn't want to lead the whole studio myself. But yeah. So, and if those who don't know, James Gunn is the director of the Guardians films. He's done the Suicide Squad, the sequel, which is arguably one of the worst box office failures in the past 10 years. It did 168 million worldwide. That means nobody saw it, and I went to go see it. So, just goes to show you. He also did this film called Super. He also did the Scooby-Doo movies.
The what movies?
The Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh, shout out to...
Yeah, he did those films. Now, he actually wrote Dawn of the Dead. Well, his script was kind of retweaked. Zach, and I forgot who else retweaked it, but he has writing credits on Dawn of the Dead. So, Zach and him have a project together, which is Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Peacemaker was a piece of shit. So, like I said,
not to cut you off, I watched Peacemaker the first season, and I guess I think I pretty much just watched it because I've watched Suicide Squad like not too soon before that. So I was just into just John Cena as a character and just him on TV and DC. But that shit was pretty ass. I'm not gonna lie.
And they made that guy the head of DC Studios.
Yeah, it was just too childish. Like if that
it was way too childish. It's way too and that's the thing. Like the end, they had a joke with Aquaman fucking fish. It's like, bro, y'all niggas don't. You know. Want to know something? Marvel, I give them. I don't hate them. I just like the way they tout the unseriousness of their films. But they deserve to do that. They had the leeway to make jokes whenever the fuck they want to. Why? Because they fought Thanos twice. Because we're about to see them fight King of Kong. They've done things. You understand what I'm saying? DC, we still ain't getting
fucking fight King the Conqueror, nigga.
Yeah, they about to fight King the Conqueror. Like it's at this point, DC's done. Like I'm a DC stan head. I'm a Snyder. I'm a DC fan, but Snyder Films is just the pinnacle of cinema. But we don't have them the League versus Darkseid yet on film, and we got the Avengers fighting Thanos twice, nigga. Think about that. Back to back. Ant-Man is about to fight King the Conqueror, which is going to lead
World Tour, your girls tour,
which is going to lead to Avengers 5, and then they're doing Avengers 6, Secret Wars. When they do if there's a Secret Wars film out, and we still don't have a Justice League sequel, I think that Warner Brothers should just sell DC to Netflix or just throw them away.
Let's get a prediction right here, live on the pod. I'm
going to predict this. If Secret Wars comes out, right, and there is no Justice League sequel out or being worked on, I think that they're going to sell DC Studios to either Disney, Netflix, Paramount. They need to be bought out because this is just, at this point, it's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face.
You heard it here first.
James Gunn is a fucking hypocrite. He came out and said that him and
too.
Kind of weird. He's a weirdo. He had pedo parties, all types of shit. I can show you. I got the files.
He's weird.
He came out and said that
allegedly, by the way.
No, there's pictures. There's
well, I mean, we still gotta allege it on air,
Allege.
You know the legal beagles, the tightwads, and the suits. You know what I mean? We gotta make sure we.
Biden's backing us. Fuck him. There's he came out and said a few weeks ago that he had a 10-year plan. Like he's working on his 10-year plan, right? He knows we're the only people who know what's gonna happen with the DC's future, right? But then a week later, he goes, "Hey fans, what film would you like us to what character would you like us to make a film for that you haven't seen on screen yet?" So do you have a plan, motherfucker? Or do you not have a plan? Because you asking the fans. You think Kevin Feige's going to ask us what the fuck we want to see? Kevin knows what we want. That's why Marvel's successful. Kevin never came out and outright said, hey, what movie you guys want to see? The fuck? I'm going to give y'all niggas what I want to give y'all. That's why Riri Williams is in Black Panther 2. Even though she's a fairly new character. The black Iron Man chick.
Oh,
she's a fairly new character. She was created in like 2014. Fairly new. She doesn't have 10 years in comic book history. But he gonna put it in the film.
Interesting.
And very interesting.
Interesting. Well, I mean, there you have it. DC, y'all fucking up. Marz,
they fucking up.
Niggas know.
They fucking up, bro. They fucking up. They are fucking up. And it's all you real DC fans out there who claim that Zack ruined the franchise, this and that. Why y'all not supporting these films? How the fuck did Black Panther 2 beat Black Adam's whole worldwide run? How? In one weekend.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's bad. I re-announced that earlier, but I didn't announce the part that this was just the first weekend of Black Panther.
That was the first weekend. It smoked Black Adam's whole run.
I forgot to emphasize that part.
Worldwide. Prestige. Worldwide. It's bad, bro. I don't want to hear, Black Panther's a part of we are in a comic book movie renaissance. Meaning that every film, every comic book movie should at least crack 500 million. Bar none.
Minimum.
We are in the renaissance. I don't give a fuck about, it's a new IP. Nigga, it's a comic book movie. It don't matter.
Yeah. I mean, shit, bro. Well, we gonna see. I think DC is gonna continue to fuck up. I don't think they're gonna sell it. I don't believe that. They're
gonna have no choice but to.
I think it's too much ego involved and all that shit. But I mean,
if James Gunn fucks that bag up, Zazoff is selling DC. That's the thing people don't understand. People think that if he fucks this bag up, Zazoff's gonna sell DC, bro, and not look back. He's not. If you fuck up with Superman, it's over. They had Superman and Black Adam, and we had to use it at the end credit scene, but that still wasn't enough hype to gain more traction for that film. Why? Because y'all brought Henry Cavill back and had the audacity to play the fucking Christopher Reeves theme and not the Man of Steel theme. Whoa!
I didn't even know that went down.
Yeah, nigga, it was this. Remember the Black Adam? Was it Super Friends end credit scene I talked about when I said I predicted that too. I said it's gonna be the same shit. He's gonna have Superman in the movie. I'm right again. He's gonna have Superman in the movie, and it's gonna be the exact opposite of the ending of Justice League of the Super Pets film, where Superman was with his dog and Black Adam popped up. It's the same shit. It was the same shit. Literally.
Yeah. Well, see, this is why we pay you the big bucks, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why you get to predict stuff here live on the pod. I mean, well, we'll be monitoring now. I'm pretty sure, like, we're gonna talk about a lot of that shit. Like I said, I'm going to see Black Panther tonight. So, Marvel versus DC, Marz versus DC. Whichever one happens first, we'll be here live reporting it for you guys. But this is probably the best time for us to get into Drvgz tweet of the week. Drvgz. Tweet of the week. Drvgz, tweet of the week.
Drvgz, tweet of the motherfucking week.
Sponsored by nobody.
Sponsored by the White House. Joe Biden wrote me and said he loves the Drvgz tweet of the week segment. It's his favorite. He says he usually sleeps throughout the podcast, just has us listen. He said he makes sure he wakes up for Drvgz tweet of the week segment. So.
Yeah. What you got? What we got new? New flavor of the week?
New flavor of the week, man.
What we got this week, my brother?
Hey, man. It's been a long week, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been working hard. You know, life has been even harder.
Not to cut you off, bro. We've been working hard, nigga. Like I said, we got some stuff planned for the people, and I am very excited.
Yeah, man. You know, uh, this week we got something for the people who've been who've been putting in work, man. Who's been at their day job wondering, man, something gotta give, man. Something gonna give, man.
Something's got to give.
You know what I mean? This week we got the tweet of the week is coming from Lil Duval.
Oh, the boy. We still got to get J Ski. Yo, Ski, J Ski. We gonna have you on the pod soon, bro. Trust.
Oh man, yes sir. We fuck with y'all guys, man. I hope y'all fuck with us, man. But I quote, I can't wait to be 69, still 69ing. End quote.
You the first nigga that I heard pronounce it 69. It's usually just 6'9", like the two numbers. Oh man, but I mean he's not lying.
Yeah, man.
If you and we're not gonna talk about bro, but if you know, like oh boy seems to be living like one of the best life. Like nigga did a lot of shit, did some shit, came home, did shit, and is still doing shit. It's kind of crazy. Man. Like that's not a bad life. If we be in the buck, if we keep it in the buck, like old boy kind of came through and infiltrated hip hop culture and put it on his ass and showed us why it's bullshit. I can't say I fuck with him, but he exposed a lot of shit that was wrong with this culture.
So y'all niggas plan on doing 69 at the age of 69?
Doing 69 at the age of 69 is kind of insane, right?
You come over this side and I'll come over back on that side. Get off top.
It depends. It depends, right? Now, I could be 69, but how old is she?
Oh, no. She's not 69.
Okay, all right, nice. Now, she is not a nice little 20-year-old little baddie. We can make it happen. We can make it do what it do, baby.
Nah, she need to be 54. Man. Nice low 54. You know what I'm saying?
54 nowadays ain't bad, man. J-Lo
54 ain't bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. 54 with money ain't bad. 54 on its own might be a little bad.
Well, it depends on how she eats.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. 54-year-old Spanish woman, Jesus of Christ. Okay? Jesus Christ. All right?
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, Dios, they fucking around and die after that. No.
Oh man, but what do you think? What made you choose this as the tweet of the week this week? Drugs.
I think it's a lot more to come from Lil Duval. I think Lil Duval is very inspiring.
He's getting healthy too. My man had a broken hip 3 months ago, and I mean we announced it on the pod. My nigga's healing up like no other. This nigga's a fucking Wolverine when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, man. And, I thought the tweet was inspiring. I think, it's, even if, 6'9" or 6'9" or 69 or however you pronounce it, if that's not something that you into specifically, just the context and the metaphor, what the tweet actually, everything that the tweet means around it. So,
it's a throwaway tweet, but it has a lot of validity and like it means a lot. Like
yeah.
Know what I mean? Like like I said, with old boy, we know what he's known for, whatever, but it's also a testament to be like, yo, get your fucking money, my nigga. Like, stop worrying about these. You can't have restrictions on how you think or what you think other people is gonna say about whatever it is you're doing. Because that's gonna hold you back, basically. I know a lot of people that I speak to nowadays that have fear of starting some shit. Like, The number one thing my girl always tells me, shout out to you, baby. I know you don't listen. She tell me, she's like, yo, I love that you're so fearless in trying to start anything that you have in your mind. You know how hard it is for people to do that? But that shit comes from confidence over time. And I mean, your confidence builds up to where you get to the place. And I'm gonna attribute being from New York to why I have this like irrational confidence to why I feel like I can do whatever the fuck it is I want to.
Mm.
I think it comes from being in New York, bro. That wild ass place. Like, I'm not gonna shout boy out, but he lives by that. Like, yo, I could be a motherfucker that nobody knows or does this, but I got a good ass idea in my brain, and y'all gonna fuck with this shit. It's like you can't have fear when you're trying to accomplish a goal. So it's like I appreciate New York for being that type of city that spawns that type of shit.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons is still ass.
Nah, man. Man, shout out to my boy Ben, man. He's working his way back. You know, I can actually say that now. I can actually kind of co-sign on it. I'm seeing some sort of progression. You know,
What you saying? He shooting layups now? What he doing now? That's progressing.
I believe
Nigga hit a three.
one of the most recent games, he's again, I think it was Portland. He if not had a triple double, he flirted with a triple double. He had a pretty good game, man. You know, it wasn't the greatest of games, but you know, we won the game,
Not
and
for
you
nothing,
know,
Portland is
something to
number
look
one
forward
in the
to.
fucking West right now,
Right,
which
right.
is
You know,
crazy. And they had some injuries.
yep. So it was an important game. We had to win the game, not just because it was Portland, but because we're not doing so well right now. I mean, there's a lot of teams not doing as well as everybody kind of predicted. The
Yeah.
Warriors.
Ben had his first you talking about Portland. Yeah, he had his first double. He had 15 points, 7 assists, 13 rebounds.
Yep, yep.
Great game with a block. Great game.
It's cooking up, man. It's cooking up.
Yeah, no, he cooked. He definitely cooked up. Double. He didn't. He fouled out of that game as well, which is kind of crazy. Like, how many
Yeah,
games you gonna foul out, bro?
yeah. I'm not really sure what the
Fouling
foul out.
out that's a crazy thing to happen, bro. Imagine fouling out. You gotta hack a nigga 6 times. What are you doing that you fouling a nigga 6 times in one game, bro?
But you gotta remember, it's not with the NBA. It's a lot of switches. It's a lot of change ups and
Yeah, but
matchups.
it takes a lot to foul a nigga. But you when you foul a nigga, you either are close to fouling him or yeah, I fouled that nigga. Cause it's purposeful. Like, you ain't just fouling a nigga on accident.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I
even
can't really speak for his purpose or why he doing it, but you know, niggas who are defensive minded and want to bring that pressure, sometimes they aren't as what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I don't really know.
yeah. I mean, shout out to Ben
Maybe
Simmons though.
knowledgeable. Yeah, just maybe not knowledgeable or you know whatever it is, but yeah, man. Hopefully he works on that because
Yeah.
that's not gonna help in the playoffs. Fouling
Shout out
out.
to Royce O'Neal as well. That nigga, I got him on my fantasy team. That nigga been cooking.
Yeah, he been
Former
cooking, man.
former
And shout
Utah
out to
Jazz.
Kyrie.
He one of their best players. Yeah, Kyrie coming back. He's about to come back from his suspension. I believe
Yep.
Sunday is his first game back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, man.
And you know what I like? I don't like, but this is what I hated about the demands that them niggas gave for him to come back. I hate that it was public, but I also like that if he did or did not do it, that wasn't public.
Right.
I like that because it's like if he's coming, because imagine he was suspended for 5 games. It's been I believe 8, 6 or 8. It's been, and he had that list of demands that niggas, which is crazy. You put whatever. He had the list of the shit that he had to do before he came back, and I love that they didn't announce that he did it or didn't do it.
Right.
But shout out to the Lakers. They finally got their third win. They coming up. You know what I mean? They coming up. 3 wins. Yeah. I think bold predictions. I think Tyrese Halliburton, he gonna be the most improved player of the year, guaranteed. That nigga is nice. Indiana Pacers. He came from the Kings. I don't know why they. I still don't know. They got Sabonis for him. If I was Tyrese Halliburton, I'll feel fucking dope. I'll feel nice because it's like, yo, you traded your star player for me as a rookie. You know I'm nice, nigga. So, and he's been showing that. That nigga's one of the best fantasy basketball players in the season right now. He's averaging like a double-double. He's consistent, efficient. Nigga's just a nice basketball player, man. Like I ain't got nothing to say about that, bro. We could go ahead and finish out right now. Some quick hits. SZA's dropping that SOS album. Finally, we got a new SZA album coming out. It's fucking crazy. It's thinking that her last album was what, 2017? 2017 was Control.
Of course, her album is coming out now. So weird, man. Hollywood,
yeah. I mean, I love SZA, but damn, SZA when she
man.
came out to what SZA is now is not the same person.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna get into all that, but
yeah, we ain't got to because I want to just give a face value of it. Like we ain't got to get into it, but she's gonna be on Saturday Night Live December 3rd, so you know her album is probably gonna come out either that weekend or before that. So shout out to her though. I fuck with that, man. SZA.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live.
Wish her a lot of success. I hope it's a great album.
I think it's gonna be great. I don't think she's gonna put out anything that's whack after this amount of time. I just think it's gonna be a lot of shit behind the scenes that turns me off from it. Like she's gonna be on probably Jimmy Fallon and all them other niggas and shit. It's gonna shout out to SZA. I don't want to say anything bad about SZA. I fuck with SZA. She fine as fuck. J. Cole, Dreamville Fest, 2023 festival has been announced April 1st and 2nd in Raleigh, North Carolina. I gotta go to one of them shits. I want to. We gotta take the pod to one of them shits eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
Tickets is on sale now. I thought it was interesting that he announced and put the tickets on sale so early for April. We're only in November, December, January, February, March, April. That's 5 months away.
To give it time to sell out so he could say it sold out?
No, I think to give it time because there's gonna be some motherfuckers on there, nigga. He might have like Drake or some shit come out, nigga. Like
yeah, of course, but to do it now so that way, because when something's sold out, there's more hype to it. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You know? And it's Christmas time. It's around that time. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to release the tickets January right after fucking the holidays. It's like, fuck, bro. Damn, you wish you would announce it. So you announce it right before the holidays come in.
Yeah,
so you're aware. Yeah, you're aware.
Low key, like we gonna talk after the pod. I kind of agree with that term, that type of marketing and getting your shit out around this time. We gonna talk.
I mean, it's kind of safe to say, even if he would have dropped it the top of the next year, it still would have sold out. But that's not giving your show. I think I want to play it more safely because that's not really giving your show enough time for you want to make sure you got the sales in for sure.
You want to make sure that your production of the show is great.
Right.
That's what I think he did. I think he gave it that much time out because, of course, they might have new music, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to get the production down on the show. Because that is what makes people come back to your show. Even if, a lot of these tours and shit niggas do, they may not even make a net earning on that show. They may not profit, but that show is going to spread to where more niggas is going to buy your tickets for the next show. So,
right.
Shout out to Cole though. Shout out to Kendrick. The new K-Dot video for Rich Spirit came out. We on the quick segment part of the pod. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the video. It wasn't that creative.
It was cool, I guess.
It was cool. I just I appreciate it because I appreciate seeing K Dot pop out anytime he does. Because, he not on social media. I talked about seeing him live. It was cool to see that. But we don't see Kendrick literally like pictures of him or just see him doing things in general. He's one of the artists that with this social media era and all the exposure that people have, he tries to not do that. So I fuck with that. So anytime I do
he
see
tries to be a
him,
rapper in the 90s. I respect that.
word. Anytime I see him, I'm like, oh, that's what's up. K Dot. Oh, look, he got on that red outfit. That's cool. He dancing. K Dot.
He rapping at the wall. That's dope.
Word. You know what I mean? Different little motions and shit. Shout out to him. Shout out to Abbott Elementary. Definitely gotta mention this. I've been watching Abbott Elementary. I don't know if y'all niggas. I know Drvgz, you haven't been up to date, but I watch that shit every week. Abbott Elementary season 2 premiere becomes ABC's highest rated comedy telecast in 3 years, up 623%.
Clap, 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 clap,
Clap
clap,
it
clap.
up, motherfuckers,
Clap,
man.
clap. Brendan has a man join up. Clap, 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 clap.
Shout out to Quinta Brunson, man, the Philly John, you know what I mean? Shout out to Philadelphia. Shout out to all that, Pennsylvania and shit. See, she recently sat down with Oprah, you know what I mean? I don't know what they talked about. I don't give a fuck. Oprah be kind of missing me recently, but she did that, so shout out to her because she wanted to. For her to do that, she wanted to, and she had the ability. So that's why I fuck with that. Shout out to Quinta. I'm fucking with the new season of Abbott Elementary.
Shout out to Quinta Winter.
Word. To end off, I mean, some more quick shout outs. Shout out Neil Brennan. He got a new special. We spoke about him earlier with Dave Chappelle. New special on Netflix, Blocks. It's called Blocks. I don't know if have y'all ever seen his 3 Mics Netflix special? Neil Brennan, yo, check it out. It's on Netflix as well. Neil Brennan is one of them ones. He's really funny. He's known more for working on Chappelle shit, but he's one of them white dudes that's like, he knows that he's known for that, but he's still funny at the end of the day. Because he does a good job of representing himself and making you understand, oh, okay, I see that's why Chappelle fuck with you. He one of them dudes. I fuck with Neil Brennan heavy. I like, this is probably a wild statement just because it probably don't mean anything. I fuck with white comedians heavy, bro. Like, the white comedians that fuck with the culture. I fuck with them heavy because comedy is the fucking media, the form, the medium for you to say some shit and you realize, oh, they're not racist. They've been around black people before. They understand the culture. That's why this joke is funny. I love that type of white comedian. Andrew Schultz is like that. Neil Brennan is not like that in a way where he leans into that, but you just know he's like that. Shane Gillis is another one. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Shane Gillis. My nigga, he followed me after we talked about him on the pod, that nigga followed me. I put a clip up. Shout out to Shane Gillis. He's one of my favorite comedians right now. That shit was kind of inspiring to be like, yo, niggas doing this pod shit. Did some shit about my favorite comedian at the time, and the nigga followed me and reposted shit. That shit felt real good. Shout out to that nigga. Shout out to white comedians that's doing their thing and they ain't cringeworthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Agree.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is out. I heard that shit is I heard mixed reviews, but that shit definitely made me want to get a Switch. So
new Pokemon? Yeah.
Pokemon, word.
Man. Wait till Dokev come out and destroy that shit.
Come on. Don't be a party pooper, bro.
I'm not gonna be a party pooper. It's just Game Freak. Game Freak needs to fucking up the ante. Okay, when you niggas see this Dokev trailer and see what these North Korean game developers are fucking doing, you're gonna look at Game Freak like, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit you giving us, my nigga? It's 2022. You giving us PS2 graphic style games. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this shit, man? I'm at this. It's like, yo, ass, bro. I'm gonna send y'all the link for that Dokev game. Y'all niggas
keep it to yourself, bro. I don't want to see that shit if it's ass.
No, Dokev is gonna make you wonder what the fuck has Pokemon been doing for the past 10 years.
You
What
spoke
is
about it
Game
on the
Freak?
pod. We gonna get into it. You spoke about it before.
Oh man, now they just got Ash winning the champion. Pokemon know what the fuck they doing, man. They had Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. Fuck Pokemon, man. Fuck this shit.
Damn, that nigga Marz mad. Y'all got the nigga mad. I mean,
He made Pikachu a white man. I love Ryan Reynolds, but
I
he ain't no
love him.
Pikachu. He ain't Pikachu.
Ryan Reynolds is the reason why I have cheap cell service right now. Shout out to Mint Mobile. Ryan Reynolds is the nigga that owns that shit. I paid $40 a month for my phone. Beautiful.
It's not bad. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
I gotta pay it up front, but it's still $40 a month. Know what I mean? I gotta pay it up front, like if it's for a year or 3 months, I gotta pay that $120 or whatever it is. But hey, nigga, I ain't gotta worry about that bill ever after I pay, and it's way cheaper. So shout out to Ryan Reynolds.
He ain't no Pikachu though.
Yeah, he's not Pikachu. Sorry, bro.
He's not Pikachu.
Cell service, but
you ain't Pikachu. You're not Pikachu, my nigga. You Deadpool 100%. You're 100 and
he's Deadpool all the way.
100%. But you ain't Pikachu, man. Stay away from Pikachu, bro. You ain't never really fighting no Charizard, been in the field.
Shout out to my nigga Cash, Sinatra. He got a new project coming out. I'm only announcing this because one, that's my nigga. But two, I got a beat on there, man. 5-2 is out here, man. 5-2 still making beats.
Hey.
Holy cow. And that's just gonna, I mean, there's more to come, motherfuckers. Just know that. Niggas ain't retire. Y'all niggas who be following me and shit, y'all might be. Yeah, if you know, nigga. You know 5-2 is really that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to my nigga Cass, though. He got his listening party this weekend. I wish I could have been there, bro. Project dropping on the 22nd. So, y'all check that out when it comes out. Cash on here. Cash a cool nigga. Get Cash, maybe talk about it. Because, like I said, we don't really talk about music on here on, like, yo, come promote your project. We just want to talk to you if you're a cool nigga. And my nigga Cash is a cool nigga. And like I said, every project he ever put out, I produced something on there. So, and it's really, my nigga moving. Like, my nigga got shit on BET shows. Like, he out here moving. He got me my most successful streaming song. Like, he was a part of, he's a Sprite artist. Sprite had fucking a whole music industry label side to their business. And he's one of their artists. And my song that I produced for that nigga that I wrote on, I got writing credit and shit, was one of the shit that they used. So shout out to that nigga. My nigga Kaz is, we got to get you on the pod, bro, because that's an interesting story how we even met and shit. But, and lastly, RIP to all of the University of Virginia athletes that got fucking murdered and that bullshit that happened over the week, man. That shit's unfortunate. Ah, man, it's like, yo, we got to talk about RIPs, about rap niggas that's black and just regular niggas that's just trying to live their life as a black athlete. That story is still wild, so we ain't really got to get too much into that, man. But just RIP to those brothers, man. Shit is sad, bro. But Marz, go ahead and take us out of here, man. I think we done for today, bro.
We good. All right, then niggas, get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Go take care of your fucking kids. The baby's crying.
Baby's crying.
Baby's crying. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck up out of here. Go handle your BI. Go clean your house up. You know what I'm saying? Go do the dishes or something. You know what I mean? Go clear a fucking sample. I didn't say that earlier today. We ain't hit them with the, you know what I'm saying, bullshit earlier, but go clear a fucking sample or something. You know what I mean? Once again, Ryan Reynolds, you was not Pikachu, nigga. Yeah, that's it. Cracking the motherfucking 80s, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We out of here.
Crack.
Crack.